Now that there's a ceasefire, the New York Times did a whole article about people who organized protests, and they are now living with the consequences of those protests. So, if you're one of those people who organized protests for Palestine, for Gaza, what have you, now on campus, and now, like the article described, you have your student loans, but you're a barista or whatever it is, you can't find work because of what you've done. Here's something to think about. First of all, you made life unlivable on campus in many cases for Jewish students. I cannot tell you how many times Jewish students had to transfer out from schools, couldn't attend classes. You made life not livable for fellow students who paid full tuition, and you made it not livable for them. A Columbia student told me that he was not involved in any political way in what was going on campus. He goes home for Passover and he gets a message from a non-Jewish student, also not politically involved. You probably shouldn't come back to campus because it was not safe. Remember when the rabbi at Columbia University said Jews cannot stay here for Passover, it's not a safe place? Yeah, you did that. And so there are lots of students who transferred quietly, transferred classes, transferred dormitories, transferred dining halls, transferred universities. You caused massive harm. You may have not known it, but you were part of a movement that caused extraordinary harm, tremendous harm. You propagated lies that were fed to you by Hamas. We saw this when the ceasefire came into effect. Hamas started executing huge amounts of Gazans. None of the campus groups said a word. The people who, every time a pair of socks in Gaza got hurt, were all over campus with that information, couldn't say a word about the fact that on camera, Hamas was executing dozens and dozens of Gazans who dissented with them. You said nothing. You were drinking the messaging of Hamas. You were literally fed from Hamas, a vile terrorist organization, information that actually harmed the Palestinian people. You prolonged the war. You gave Hamas cover. You served their purposes. So yes, you did harm. Now, clearly, many of you, perhaps most, did so with good intentions. You were naive. You thought you were helping someone in Gaza, and you didn't realize that in a few months from now, Hamas are going to be drinking margaritas on the beaches of Gaza while you're serving as a barista or working as a barista because you can't get another job. You were naive, and I'm sorry. And so my message to you is start repairing the harm. Get out there, speak about what you did, acknowledge the harm that you did, acknowledge the naivete of echoing, parroting, and repeating Hamas disinformation. And in that case, I personally would be the first one to advocate for you. Yeah, get out there, apologize to the Jewish students, apologize to the Jewish people who you maligned and called us genocide supporters, genocide enablers, all kinds of vicious, nasty, and unforgivable terms. Get out there, acknowledge what you've done, and I am telling you right now, I will be the first one to advocate for you. But if you're not doing that, and probably most of you won't, don't ask the world for mercy. You caused real harm. You did real damage.